Carl Jung once said that everything that irritates us about others can lead to a deeper understanding of ourselves. It's a powerful statement because it suggests that our relationships, especially the ones with those closest to us, often reveal things about our inner selves. Sometimes, though, the truth is harder to face. The people around us, those we care about, may quietly carry feelings of resentment or even hatred toward us. And what drives these emotions is often hidden beneath the surface. Our emotions, especially the ones we keep suppressed, shape how we interact with others, sometimes in ways we're not even aware of. It's painful to think that someone close to you might harbor such feelings, but understanding the signs can shield you from the emotional impact. It's not just about whether they dislike you, it's about how deep those feelings run and how well they manage to conceal them. Let's take a look at a few psychological signs that someone may be secretly resenting you. The first sign to watch for is the backhanded compliment. It's a subtle but powerful form of passive aggression, one that can easily be overlooked. At first it seems like praise, but something about it just doesn't sit right with you. Wow, you actually did a good job for once. Or, I wish I had as much free time as you. Or, you're surprisingly smart, I never expected that. On the surface, they sound like compliments, but beneath the words there's an edge, an insult hidden in a smile. Jung believed that our suppressed emotions find ways to leak out, and backhanded compliments are a perfect example of how bitterness can disguise itself as kindness. If you catch yourself feeling uneasy after receiving a so-called compliment, it's worth paying attention to the hidden resentment that may be lurking. The second sign is the subtle celebration of your failures. Jung often spoke about the power of the unconscious mind, how it reveals itself in ways we might not even notice. When someone resents you, they may struggle to hide their satisfaction when things go wrong for you. It's not just a casual, "that's too bad," or "I'm sorry to hear that." No, it's more like, "Oh no, that's terrible. But honestly, I kind of saw that coming." Or, "That sucks, but maybe it's for the best." There's a certain glee in their tone, a sense of relief or even joy that you're facing difficulties. Instead of offering sympathy or support, they seem to take pleasure in your setbacks. It's a small thing, but it speaks volumes about the true feelings they're hiding. Understanding these signs isn't just about recognizing when someone's being rude or spiteful. It's about learning to protect yourself from the hidden currents of negativity that can flow beneath the surface of any relationship. It's the small things, the subtle shifts in behavior that can reveal the unspoken truths. And once you become aware of them, you can navigate your interactions with greater awareness, making sure you stay grounded, no matter what others may be hiding. Sometimes, when you're going through tough times, the people around you will react in ways that make you question their true feelings. They may offer comforting words, but you can sense that their words don't match their true intentions. There's a subtle, almost hidden satisfaction in their eyes, a quiet amusement when things are falling apart for you. It's the kind of reaction that raises red flags. When someone refuses to lend a hand or show empathy during your struggles, it's a clear sign they might not have your best interests at heart. Your instincts can pick up on more than just words. Your body has its own way of telling the story. Think about it. Body language speaks louder than you realize. It's the way someone stands, how they avoid eye contact, or how their smile doesn't quite reach their eyes. Imagine being in a room with someone who's supposedly there for you, but their body language tells a completely different story. They avoid looking you in the eye, their smile feels hollow, and when you're in close proximity, they seem to create space between you. These are subtle signs that they're not as supportive as they might claim to be. Even if their words tell you they care, their physical cues, whether it's leaning away from you or crossing their arms, reveal something else entirely. As someone like Jung would suggest, the unconscious mind doesn't lie. And in these moments, their body is betraying them, telling you what their words try to hide. Now here's something unexpected. Someone who resents you might start mimicking you, but not in the flattering way you might think. It's not admiration, it's competition. You see, when someone feels threatened or inferior, they project their feelings onto you. Their imitation of you can feel unsettling, like they're trying to outdo you in everything you do. Suddenly, they're dressing like you, picking up your hobbies, or even echoing your ideas. But it's not a form of connection. It's almost like they're trying to show they can do it better. This kind of mimicry isn't a sign of respect. It's jealousy in disguise. If you notice this pattern, it's a sure sign that underneath their actions, there's a deep sense of competition and resentment. It's not about admiration. It's about trying to one-up you. And then there's the absence, the complete disappearance when you need them the most. A true friend shows up in tough times. They're there when things are falling apart, offering support and care. But someone who secretly resents you, they're nowhere to be found. It's like they vanish when you need help the most, leaving you to deal with your struggles alone. This behavior is often rooted in psychological projection. They project their own fears, insecurities, or discomfort onto you, which makes them uncomfortable being there when you need help. They might not be able to handle your pain or your success, and so they pull away, leaving you questioning where they went when you needed them the most. There will always be those who seem eager to be there when things are going smoothly. They're all smiles, offering words of encouragement and support. But when the tide turns and you really need them, they start to disappear. Suddenly, they have other commitments, too much on their plate, or they simply vanish without a trace. You start to notice that you're the one always showing up, always offering a helping hand, but when it's your turn, there's no one in sight. This is a powerful sign that loyalty isn't as strong as it appears. It's a subtle form of emotional manipulation. They want your support, but when it's time for them to return the favor, the excuses flow freely. When you recognize these patterns, it's time to take a step back and protect your own peace. The key to handling this situation starts with awareness. The moment you become aware of these behaviors, you hold the power to respond wisely. Don't let anger or bitterness take hold. Instead, choose wisdom. Don't waste your precious energy trying to change someone who doesn't want to change. Instead, shift your focus toward protecting your own well-being. Set clear boundaries that preserve your energy and your peace of mind. You don't owe anyone your emotional energy if they're not showing up in a healthy and supportive way. Protect your time, protect your heart. Surround yourself with people who genuinely lift you up, who offer real support when it counts. As Jim Rohn once said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose them wisely. Don't let hidden resentment and silent hostility take up space in your life. You deserve relationships that empower you, not ones that drain you. At the end of the day, it's not about having everyone in your corner. It's about having the right people by your side. So keep your head high. Focus on your own growth and don't hesitate to walk away from relationships that no longer serve your peace or purpose.